welcome back to Viewtiful Joe on the Strategy Guides. Here I'm just buying some more boomerangs before let's get it on. The Magnificent Five.
Alright, let's go kick some... Oh, something doesn't feel right.
It feels like post-recording. Oh, noes! So, yeah, we're doing this as a post-recording episode because it's a bunch of boss refights that I've already done, I've already shown. Most of the strategies don't change, you still hit him with the boomerang. You want to get that box in the background there, though, to get some extra feel. Yeah, boom, he's on fire!
And now your regular Joe.
Now, if you attack him normally, he splits into a bunch of bits. And if you don't have boomerangs on you, then what you are supposed to do is, well, not this. You stop it with the... I hate it when bosses just spam one attack that you can't do anything with. I just hate being reliant on a boss, having to wait for a boss using a certain attack to begin with. He drills into the ceiling, and you get these stalactites, but you're supposed to punch into them, but you can also use them to get extra film reels.
Huh.
Here. Apparently someone hated me because I'm beautiful. By the way, at the time of this recording, still nobody has watched the episode that this guy's first appeared in.
Huh.
Why? Boom! That does a decent amount of damage to him. Ow! I've actually had more trouble against this guy than I've had against most of the bosses in this. Okay. I like how the boomerang went over, hit the stalactite, then came back, hit him. Pow, pow, pow.
And we're on the last bar.
190 Viewtifuls! Part of the problem is you don't have much film reel against him.
Yeah, that's annoying. I don't like that.
Ow.
Inch and a go! Ow! Inch and a go!
I just kicked the stalactite into him. It's like, zoom it, no, zoom it!
Awesome.
Yes, I am. Now, I'm going to admit something. The loop that I locked this guy in here in the original episode, card in the corner, is harder to do now because there's those boxes in the background you see. 1, 2, 3. Also notice that the bosses are made of jade, it looks like.
Huh.
Yeah. You won't be able to get him stuck in the loop if you just do a Mach Speed Rapid Punch, but you want that stuff in the background.
Huh.
Time for bed! We'll make your bed and sleep in it. 1. And there's a hidden box behind the stone that was in the place of his desk that has another big film reel thing.
Huh.
If I had a level 3 Mach speed, I would have already had it by now, but I had neglected to upgrade my Mach speed throughout the playthrough, so... Oh wait, I do have it.
Boom, 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 boom.
I somehow managed to get him out of the loop at a later point, and I think it's because I didn't punch him enough. Like, you have to punch him until he starts saying, like, not the face, not the face. See, he was still dizzy when I broke out of it.
Oh dear, here come the missiles.
Yeah, about that. Watch this. Didn't get touched once, and now I'm back in the loop. So, yeah, he's still the easiest boss in the game. So you just have to keep punching him until he starts complaining. If you stop while he's still dizzy, he'll break out of the loop. And your mock speed punches don't do enough damage to cause him to start guarding. You have to basically cause him to want to start guarding with his axe, which will get him back in this cycle. And this loop cycle, this works in all difficulty modes. I've even done this in Ultra V-rated mode, and it still works.
Huh.
It's just, in that mode, you don't have skull marks, so you have to watch his swing animation. But that's a huge fact. It's a fucking huge-ass wind-up swing there.
Yeah, you
dude.
can pretty much just tell whenever he's gonna swing.
It's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out, and the zoom punch death. No damage to clear, too. If I had killed him a little bit faster, which would have required me not to break that loop, then yeah, I would have had a rainbow V on him. I like doing that. That's so fun. There's a large film reel, I think, somewhere in this part of the boss, in this boss stage that I'm missing. I'm not sure where it is. If I wanted to, I could have killed him just as fast here as I did originally, but I don't do that because I end up mock speed punching him for those boxes in the background, which leads to him being able to do more stuff. So if you were disappointed that this boss fight only lasted like 5 seconds when I originally fought him, hard in the corner, then yeah.
Oh, didn't see those fish before.
Piranhas. Then he gets his jaw caught on that, and what you want to do is you want to go over to him and slow-mo punch him, but the piranha caught me and I wasn't able to get to him in time. Oh, he's out of breath again. That'll teach you to have asthma in the middle of a fight. Wait. He's faster underwater.
Oh yeah, look at that, jeez. They are barely dodging him.
Those fish that he just shot out of his mouth were like little missiles.
Boom! That must hurt.
Talk about explosive indigestion. And that causes the water level to go down. I thought I was going to land behind him based on the way he was coming at me. I go back and rewatch that part. Like, based on the angle he was coming at me and the angle I jumped, it looked like I was going to land behind him. But I think I was too used to his underwater speed at the time and misjudged how quickly, or how not quickly he was coming.
Boom!
Explosion in the face! I was there, I was checking to see if there was any more, like, boxes or breakable objects in the background.
Ooh, time for a Joe snack.
Yep. Bruce took a bite out of Joe. I'm not Joe Snack. Then let's make the fight. Alright, let's take a bite. That's what he said. Like an arrow of justice, I descend and get blown away.
And so does the water.
There's a real meal up there if you need to heal. Speaking of healing, when he catches his breath in the water, his HP can go back up.
Oh, jeez.
You could actually see it a little bit in either previous portion or... Yeah.
And
Dan. I got another awesome. I would have liked to have gotten Viewtifuls on these guys, but awesome's good enough, I suppose. Still shows I know what I'm doing. Still shows I Joe what I'm doing. And here I'm just collecting as much film as I can.
oh,
And shouldn't go, baby!
well, that was an interesting maneuver.
Yes, it's what I like to call my back to spikes maneuver. So those are two medium-sized film reels there in those boxes. Every clone of his you kill gives you a big coin, so you can rack up some good V points here. I really hate when the clones come after you, because if they touch you, there's a slight delay before it shows you being hurt. But it's like, you'll just get ambushed by all the clones and you can't do a thing about it. They can drain like all your health instantaneously if you're not careful.
You are really close to having almost all the film reels.
Yes, but unfortunately I don't get all of them because I'm sure I missed a 10 film reel in a film reel that... Yeah, a red big film reel that's equal 10 of them in Bruce's stage. I have an idea as to where it is. It's probably either near the start or where I got the big hamburger. But I could just never get Bruce over there so I can Mach speed punch it in those areas to find out, which is the problem. I like taking advantage of the Viewtiful Forever's invincibility frames.
Yeah.
Because it's like, when I look at my VFX mirror, it's like, I'm gonna run out anyways, so I might as well just, I might as well just do this and have a few minutes of invulnerability. A few seconds, not minutes. I wish I had a few minutes.
A few minutes of invulnerability? It's a merry-go-round of pain. Or carousel of pain, or Ferris wheel, whatever.
Ow. And here I get a little bit careless. And shit around. One good thing about the Viewtiful Forever is that it can kill a ton of his clones all at once if they're really nearby. Because it has an AoE effect.
I like how you're like, oh, he's not here, let me jump away. Oh, wait, he's still there.
Yeah, sometimes I just lose track of this guy really easily. Ow!
Oh, we're onto the spikes again.
Speaking of losing track of things, I lost track of the 6th machine. But it doesn't matter because I am still awesome.
Break time.
And so now I go and I power it up. I was trying to decide what to buy, so I just took the extra health because I tried this boss fight before with a take 2 and it didn't work. Speaking of which, by the way, this whole thing, even though it's post commentary, this whole thing's been one continuous recording, even though I could have cheated and strung together multiple.
Yeah.
But if you look at my score, you can tell.
Joe!
Hey, Sylvia. I was looking for you. What are you doing there, anyway?
Yeah, right. I've been watching you all along from here. You were so busy showing off, you hardly even thought about me.
Hey, that's not true.
Infernal Lord Fire Leo.
So you're the one who's been knocking down shadow members like dominoes.
The final battle!
Wish.
This is where I defeat you and get to go home with Sylvia as my reward, right? Right? You may as well give up, because I am going to foil all of your grand plans.
My hero.
Not bad, huh?
What a character, I see. How about we strike a bargain? You join our forces as the newest member of Shadow HQ, and once we've conquered the world, you can rule over half of it. Oh, and I'll throw in the girl as well.
Even if you offered me the whole world, the real world doesn't need a sweaty flame blower like you. The world's hot enough with me in it.
Well, that's a pity. We only just met and already it's time for you to say goodbye. When I'm done with you, there won't even be ashes left!
Ooh, are you saying you're too hot to handle? Try me.
Yeah, he is too hot to handle, his brother's too cold to hold, and as this shows, I died twice against him.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, you gotta max speed punch those rocks to make yourself invulnerable to his attack, to his flame attacks. Get up close and start bashing away at his shield. Pay attention to the sound he makes when he does his high and low attacks close up, because he makes the same sounds as Tells when he's spinning. You can tell what he's going to do without the skull marks. However, you get very little reaction time, so what I suggest is just use a slow, just for a brief second, to give yourself more time to react. You know, just like your brain, you know what I mean? Because I tried doing that without slow-mo several times, and I just ended up with a bad case of stupid fingers, where it's like I knew the sound cues, I knew to press down, and I would still press up because I panicked or something.
That happens to me so many times in video games. It's annoying.
So yeah, just use the slow-mo so that, you know...
You know what that happens a lot to me in?
What?
Punch-Out.
You know what? This game is kind of like a side-scrolling Punch-Out, in a way. Enemy, even without the skull marks, enemies always have tells.
Oh, what the...
That's just the, editor. That's not the actual video. Got his shield down.
You're like, what?
You can't get him dizzy from from slow-mo auto dodges. You have to manual dodge everything. It's kind of like if you try to slow-mo auto dodge everything, the game goes, "You cheated!" and he starts the cycle over again.
Oh, jeez.
Although zooming in while doing a red hot kick gives you a flaming aura around him, you can't use that to break his fire aura around him in order to hurt him. You have to be on fire yourself. You have to fight this fire with fire. As for why I'm turned around, GameCube D-pad.
Sounds about right.
Speaking of D-pads, I've been playing some side-scrolling games on the Switch lately with the Joy-Cons, and I have to say I ended up liking the C buttons 2.0, as I've come to call them, a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I play a lot of side scrollers with those buttons.
I thought it would be weird, but the good thing about having 4 separate buttons is if I'm pressing right, I'm not going to accidentally press down. Which has been a problem people have been having with the Switch Pro controller. Speaking of which, I saw a video from Spawn Move where he opened up the Switch Pro controller and used Scotch tape to tape off the ends of the circuit board that were just the inside ends so that it wouldn't accidentally register. Oh god, he's fast! Did you see him sprinting across? It's like, boom! I swear, the first time that happened, it completely caught me off guard. I was like, okay, I'm about ready to beat this guy, and then he just came charging across the screen like a fucking freight train, and I was like, oh god! Oh, if you do use an auto dodge, and I should have done this because he was low in health. And do a Viewtiful forever, it knocks him out.
So much for you.
Oh, earlier in the cutscene, Sylvia was saying she was watching Joe from there.
Sylvia!
Joe!
Joe has finally succeeded in foiling the evil Shadow's plot. Peace will return to Movieland. But a question still remains in Joe's mind. How were the evil ones permitted to get as far as they did? What was their motivation? And how would he know that it would not happen again?
I don't think Joe was thinking any of that.
Yeah.
Don't think that it is over yet. You will never have the girl. I have an important news for you.
You're the one from the beginning part.
No matter what, I shall rule the real world. I will show you how weak and inconsequential you are.
Oh, we're going into the Matrix.
Actually, that's a UFO.
Six machine!
Say Mike. Oh, that's it.
See you next time for actual live commentary.